So I posted a reel a couple weeks ago about like a really good tip for your fall baking, just to roast your pumpkin before you use it. And I used a can of pumpkin, and it kind of went viral. But anyway, I had a lot of like positive feedback where they're like, oh, thanks for the tip, and maybe next time like try a real pumpkin. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to try a real pumpkin. And then there was some also little sassy pants who just like, I don't know, I didn't tell your thumbs to come here, don't be rude. Anyway, so I stopped at a produce shack today and asked them if they had any cooking pumpkins. Is this what you told me to get? This is not what I was expecting. This thing, number one, she's ugly. Number two, she's huge. This was the smallest one they had. We're gonna roast her. And we'll see what happens. Let's go. So when I went to the produce shack, I walked around because you guys told me to look for either a pie pumpkin or a sugar pumpkin. And I couldn't find either of those, and that's why I asked the lady. And this monster is called a Blue Hubbard. I'm a little intimidated. I don't even know if my knife is gonna cut through the skin. I'm nervous. How do I even go about this? I cut this part off first? Oh, I'm glad I did that. It's totally not moving. So I just throw this whole thing in the oven? No. Ooh, warty. Oh my god. Why is it green? It's green. I want green pumpkin. Alright, well, we're still gonna try it. I have to talk to ChatGPT. What's the best way to roast a Blue Hubbard pumpkin?
Cut the pumpkin in half and scoop out the seeds and stringy pulp.
I need a chainsaw. I think I'm going to cut this part off first, and then I'll cut it in half. This is not safe. Don't try this at home. It's not going through. What? That's actually kind of working. There's shit flying everywhere. I have to resharpen my knives after this. Yeah, the paper towel trick is working real good. Yeah, don't try this at home. This is very dangerous. Oh, it might be orange. Beyond the green. Oh my god. And now I'm supposed to cut this in half. Alright, we need to get rid of this paper towel and use a rag. That's better. Get it closer so you can get a close-up view. Oh, it's like juicy. She's oozing. It. Oh, I got through. Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, this makes me happy because it actually looks like a pumpkin. Ooh, it smells so good. Ooh, don't judge a book by its cover. She's a good one. Oh my god, it smells so good. Let's see if we can chop her in half. I feel like my meat tenderizer. I'm so scared. Ha! I'm seriously contemplating taking out the Sawzall. Or if I try to cut this nub off, and that way it's a little bit flatter there. Shit flying. I'm gonna pause this and I'll turn it back on when I made some leeway. I think I figured out a hack. Once you get through the skin, you stab it into the softy part, and I can kind of like rotate. So fun fact, when I was growing up, I was allergic to pumpkins. I found out in elementary school because we were doing like a big math project in the cafeteria where we would cut open a pumpkin, count the seeds on the inside. And it was Halloween, so I was in my Halloween costume, broke out in full body hives. We still did like pumpkin carving with my family, so eventually we went back to carving, and my mom would make me wear long sleeves and put gloves on, and my dad would duct tape the gloves to this shirt so it wouldn't expose my skin. Thankfully, grew out of that one. I had lots of allergies when I was a kid, but I'm very thankful that I grew out of them, and I'm a healthy individual. I'm still a little scared to eat pumpkin seeds. I'm sweating. This cut's so uneven. Oh. And we're in. Whew. Sweatshirt from Bun Intended. Use code Drea's Bakery for 20% off. Link is in my bio. I gotta say, touching the inside of a raw pumpkin still gives me a little bit of like, I don't want to say PTSD, that's dramatic, but gets me a little nervous sometimes without like gloves, but I think I'm okay. I wonder what if these pumpkin seeds will taste different than the ones that like you get when you carve. Because like when we carve pumpkins, my sisters will save the seeds and then roast them, but I've never tried them. Woo! All right, we're empty. That was much easier than a normal pumpkin. That's the only thing that's easier about this than the normal pumpkin. So now I feel like I should be able to cut through it pretty easily. I can't believe how hard this outside is. That's wrong, Mother Nature. Don't you know we're trying to eat these? Heck yeah. And my knives are pretty sharp. I just sharpened them recently. Alright, so they're very uneven, the halves. But we're still going to roast it this way anyway. I wonder if I can just like lay this down like this and roast it, because I don't want to waste it. Getting through this is going to be a bitch. Alright, that part's scaring me. I'm not going to roast that. Not going to lie, my hand feels kind of itchy. Could just be me being dramatic though. I have pumpkin pieces everywhere, so I'm going to clean up and then we're going to roast. So I think I'm going to use parchment. So I've mainly been cooking with avocado oil, so I'm going to use that. Get my parchment. We're going to need 2. It's a big mother. There's a little in here. Get a little rubby. And if I was cooking this like to eat, I don't know if people really eat this as like their vegetable. I'd probably salt the dickens out of it, but we're not going to do that. We'll put the hat on this one too because there's enough room. This is the smaller half. Rubby, rubby, rubby. Ow! I'm telling you, this like shell is hard and it's pointy. Why you hurt me, little pumpkin? Because I called you ugly, isn't it? Please move. What's gonna happen to the skin when I roast it though? Is that gonna burn? I feel like it's not gonna smell very good. This is kind of how I roast spaghetti squash. That's hard to get through too, honestly. What's with these squashes and pumpkins sorts? Your little bum end. All right, she's gonna go in. Some people did tell me to roast them with the spices already in it. I'm not gonna do that because I don't know that everything I make with this pumpkin that I want those spices in. So I'm just gonna bake it plain and then I will add spices where I need to. Put these bad boys in the oven. I have it at 350. Usually I roast on a higher temp, but ChatGPT said 350. So maybe since it's such a thick boy, it has to take a little bit longer. I think she said an hour too. So see you in an hour. So I lied. I'm back. But I just want some ideas. So my plan for this pumpkin is to do some trial recipes. I want to do a pumpkin pie from scratch. I'm going to make some pumpkin syrup for my coffee because I love having that, but I've been using canned pumpkin. Also, I made these really good pumpkin cinnamon rolls with the brown butter cream cheese icing the other day. Oh, they were so good. And I was really proud of myself because it's like my normal cinnamon bun recipe. This glare is wild. It's like my normal cinnamon bun recipe, but I was like, all right, well, I want it to be pumpkin, so I kind of wung it and just use some critical thinking, I guess, to figure out how to make it pumpkin and make it work, and it worked so well. Basically, what I'm getting at here is I want to know what you guys think I should make with this pumpkin. If there's some cool recipes that you've been wanting to try and you just don't feel like it and you want me to, I will gladly take that off your hands. So please, let me know in the comments or message me or whatever you can. I want some more ideas of things to bake. And if you would like me to do videos about them. Because if you'd like to learn, I'd like to teach you. I guess it's also kind of like a learning experience for me. I love to try new things, and I always like a challenge. So let me know. Follow for part 2 so you can see how the pumpkin turned out.